everyone, it's me, Lola Woodwild, and I am here with Prince. I am back with day 2 of this 3-day trail ride. It is currently 9:30 a.m. by the Silver Song River, and we are just getting ready to cross it. Today, we are planning on crossing the Silver Song River, then galloping through the grassy fields near the Hollow Woods, stopping for lunch in the Silverglade Village. Finally, we are keeping our horses at the SEC while we rent a hotel room. I just want to say I'm super sorry for yesterday's little mess during the premiere. If you were there, you'd probably know what happened, but I'm going to explain more of that later in this video, so keep watching, and now let's get on with today's adventure. So guys, the last thing I wanted to say is that I'm sorry if there's little fuzzes in my microphone. Something is wrong with it, and I've been trying to fix it, but I actually might end up getting a new mic if this just continues making that little fuzzy noises. So I'm sorry about that, but now seriously, let's get into today's video. Like I said, we are starting the trail ride by crossing the Silver Song River. We had to find a spot on the beach that was big enough for all our horses, but also had extra room just in case one horse decided to act up. It took about 10 minutes, but we finally found the perfect spot. What would a 3-day trail ride be without running into trouble? Claire offered to cross the river first, but once Gracie's 2 front hooves touched the water, she started freaking out. She started rearing, and eventually Claire actually got her calmed down, but it definitely took a few minutes before Gracie would stand still. Then Jenny offered to go next, and guess what happened? Storm started rearing as well. What a great way to start a video. So after a few minutes of Storm rearing, he actually decided to calm down a little bit, but then he decided to gallop off, which I thought was kind of funny, but also kind of scary. After that little incident, we decided to ask a few people who were walking by if there was a bridge nearby. They said yes and pointed in the direction of the bridge, and we headed straight for it because we didn't want anything to do with the river. We were trail riding for about an hour, and we finally found the spot where we were going to gallop. The moment was beautiful. Tears started to form in my eyes because the wind was blowing past my face, taking my hair with it. I could tell Prince felt like he was free, back in the wild. The scenery around us was stunning, and I did not want the moment to end. But of course, it had to, or else this trail ride would never finish. In order to get to the Silverglade Village for lunch, we actually had to cross the road, and there were cows across the road, which Gracie and Prince both seemed pretty interested in. On the trail ride to the Silverglade Village, me, Jenny, and Claire both had a very good laugh about the gallop. Gracie actually ended up bucking a few times because she had a little extra energy in her, which unfortunately I didn't catch on camera. Also, after the gallop, Prince seemed pretty tired. His head was hung very low, and I gave him such a long rein, I was barely holding onto it. But he also took advantage of that long rein and tried to eat some of the grass that was on the side of the road. I'm not gonna lie, if I were a horse, the grass would look pretty delicious. Once we arrived to the restaurant, we just tied our horses up to the fence post that was outside it, and we also loosened their girths a little bit so it wasn't too tight on them. Once we got into the restaurant, they actually told me that I was not allowed to film inside, so of course I had to put my camera away in my bag just so that it wouldn't get stolen. After we ate, we went back to our horses, tightened their girths, and hopped back on. The trail ride to the SEC was actually longer than we anticipated it to. It took about 2 hours, but probably because we said hi to Marley, who Jenny knew very well. So guys, now here are a few clips of our trail ride to the SEC. I'm sorry that I'm not voiceovering too much because I'm kind of losing my voice. I've been doing so many voiceovers lately, but yeah, here are the clips. Once we made it to the SEC, we just quickly untagged our horses, gave them a good brush down. We also hoof picked them just to make sure that there weren't any rocks stuck in their hooves. After, we pretty much just hung out, and then I did the outro. This video is now coming to an end. I'm super sad that it's leaving, and this video is actually a little bit shorter than the last one, but we didn't do too much today except galloping, which I think was so awesome, and it's actually my first time ever galloping a horse after these 10 years of riding, my first time, which I'm actually super surprised about. I enjoyed lunch and I enjoyed spending time and laughing with Claire and Jenny. I'm super excited for day 3, so make sure to turn on post notifications so you get reminded of when I posted day 3, and now I'm going to talk about what happened. So pretty much what happened was when the premiere started, the intro was missing and all the music and voiceovers weren't lined up with the correct footage. Honestly, I was super bummed about this and I pretty much stressed all over about it, and I told people like, okay, I'm just gonna re-edit this and hopefully it'll come out very soon. And I pretty much stayed up pretty late last night editing this because I just needed to get it done. Now with all of that being said, I'm going to close up this video and I will see you guys tomorrow because I clearly need sleep and I just need to get some rest and pretty much just think about everything. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!